Now, to finish off the edges, we're going to bring back the sander, just a fine grit on here, and we're just going to round that corner very slightly. Okay, it's just going to give us a nicer finish and a neater finish on the edge. If you have a sharp 90-degree corner on all those pearls, it's very easy to have quite a jagged edge. So holding the card holder 45 degrees and just going around, taking off those sharp corners. You should be able to feel that. Carefully around the corner. So you're going by feel more than anything else. And then just brushing, making sure that we don't have any dust and debris. Now, one of the issues with edge finishing Stingray, especially unsanded Stingray, but even sanded Stingray, has the effect of pulling the edge paint in between the pearls. Okay, so it's pulling the edge paint in through capillary action. Now, I'm going to be using an orange edge paint on this one, so it doesn't matter too much, but if I chose to go with a black edge paint to match the interior, for example, then that would matter, because you would see the black edge paint bleeding down and kind of forking in between the pearls. So to get around that, if you are using an edge paint that's different to the surface, what I recommend is using a primer first. Okay, if you don't have a primer, you can use clear gloss coat or something like that. You can even use acrylic Resolene, a couple coats of that, and it would just make a barrier of clear coat or clear primer, so that that can bleed in between the pearls, no problem. You can't see it anyway, it's clear. Then once that's sanded down, it provides a barrier so the edge paint won't go in between the pearls. Now, if you don't like using a primer, you can sand away most of it. All you're looking to do is get the primer in between those pearls to block the opposite color edge paint on the top of it, so that you won't see any bleeding. But in this case, I'm using orange, so it can bleed in all at once. It's a matching color, so that's fine. So I've mixed up some edge paint here with a mixture of red and yellow, and I've gone for a kind of a burnt orange look, similar to the thread, more of a vintage feel to it. So I'm going to start with the lining facing up. So if we're off and we go over the line, it's a little bit more obvious on this side. 2 or 3 times to give it a nice smooth layer, and you can see that already starting to come up with a bit more shine. Same on the other side now. Getting all the angles in. Once the cloth gets too gummed up with edge paint, just fold it over onto another part. As long as there's enough on the surface, it doesn't have to be a lot.